Ha! I gotcha. I'm wearing the right shirt this time. Question of the video. Does Toy Story 5 justify itself? Should it exist when the trilogy of Toy Story was rounded off so perfectly? That is the question. Having seen the film, no spoilers in this video, I think, honestly, there is an argument to be had there. And it's something that I do look forward to hearing your input on. Should Toy Story have remained a trilogy, or are you happy that it is still ongoing? I'm a bit divided, if I'm being honest. There's a part of me that definitely sees that argument. Like, you had the story to Toy Story, at least for me, was concluded in such a definite manner with the ending of 3. As the series goes on, I think they are somewhat justified. I honestly, I'm kind of split here. The cynical side of me says it should have stayed a trilogy. I get that argument, I do. But then there's also the part of me that had fun with this film. So that being said, yeah, the cat's out of the bag. I think the film's pretty fun, honestly. I think it does justify itself to some magnitude here. This film having picked up, it almost feels like a direct continuation of the ending of 4, even though I've heard that I believe there is a bit of a time skip there. Like, you could start the franchise here and I think you could be okay, but there's a lot of like nods, callbacks to previous events in the series. So definitely, if you've been a longtime fan of the franchise, there's something here for you, definitely. In some ways, this film almost feels like a direct sequel to Toy Story 2. So if my advice to you, if you have not seen this film yet, I would watch Toy Story 2 and then go into this film. That's not to say the other films are left out. There's callbacks to the whole franchise here. Moving on to one of our next questions, was the film fun? And to that, I would say absolutely. I think it took a little bit of time to grow on me, but by the conclusion, I was all in. I thought this was a great time. I definitely could see more from this franchise, and I know that we will, because I think this film is on track to make a lot of money. I think it's definitely going to be a smash hit in the box office. That's just my early predictions. I don't know. I think the film was fun. I think it justifies itself. I had a great time with it. There's a valuable lesson to be had with this film. I think it does hit close to home for some of us. I think it's one that didn't need to be told. I think it could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but it was entertaining all the same. I thought this film was really great, honestly. Moving on to our last question, do I recommend the film? And to that, I would say absolutely. Even if you're going into this film and this being your first Toy Story film, I think you're still going to have a good time with it. Nobody's excluded here. I think everybody will have a good time with it. It's something that will keep kids entertained. It's something that will keep the adults entertained. I think the lessons learned here and where we take the characters is extremely valid. That being said, the ending to this film is not definitive. I could definitely see more spawning from this. If you feel differently, if you feel like the last 2 movies shouldn't have been made, I definitely want to hear those opinions. Let me know why. Let me know your reasoning, because I want to read about it down below. That's just me. I'm looking forward to Toy Story 6. I think my entirely honest opinion with this film, being completely honest, honesty hour here, this is not the strongest entry in the franchise, but as I said previously, it's fun all the same. I think that if you liked the other entries, you're gonna have a good time here. I think there's a lot of fun to be had. I think there's a lot of creativity that lands here. The overall messaging of the film is very good. I like the message and the lessons we learned here. Thank you for sticking with me.